Tell me, please, why did you decide to become a doctor of Ayurveda? Why did you decide to stay here? And how did you come to Ayurveda in the first place?
I think this is a very tricky question because, when I remember that I was in the class 10th, so maybe 16-year or 15-year old. That time, I was very much impressed with the doctor and the Western doctors. And I used to go there and to work with him, just like, going and taking interest in the medicine. I didn't know why, but there was already inclination about the medicine. So the time passed and my education went into another direction. I didn't know that whether I'm going to be a doctor or not. So this is somehow, it seems that it's a divine plan that after my graduation, the normal graduation, I got the opportunity to join the Ayurveda Medical College. Although this was not in my plan, but probably this was the divine program. So I was not aware about it. But because of my inclination about the medical field, I entered into the Ayurveda Medical College, and then I did my graduation. And after that, during my graduation period, definitely I developed a lot of interest into this field. After that, I did my PG post-graduation, and then after I dedicated myself for the totally in Ayurveda.
Okay. Tell us, please, more about your education, about your University of Ayurveda, how one enters and how education is organized there, how many years, what are the stages of education, exams?
Yeah. As I remember that when I was studying, the education system was completely different. But at that time also there was a test before entering into the medical college. But nowadays this is becoming so, it's like, global recognition of the Ayurveda. So nowadays the examination for the entrance examination is becoming tough. And first of all, you have to pass the entrance examination. Then after you will be selected for a medical college, Ayurvedic medical college, depending upon your marks, how much marks you have obtained, and then you will enter and you will join the medical college. So altogether, this is a 5.5 years course. This is the graduation course. In this 5.5, 4.5 is the completely, you are in the classes, and after this, there are the 3 prop, 1.5 year. Then you have to pass the exam, and after 4.5 year, then 1 year is the internship. Then you need to go to the hospital, and there will be a lot of exposure with the dealing with the patients. So after 5.5 years, you will have a degree of the Ayurvedic as an Ayurvedic graduate. Then after, if you want to do the post-graduation, again you need to clear the entrance examination. And based on your merit, you will be again selected and given the medical college. Then 3 years program will be like a 3-year course, is a PG course. So after that, so altogether graduation and the post-graduation is goes like 8.5 years. 8.5 years, yes.
You need to choose any direction of your education, or it's a general education for everybody. Same.
In the medical system, there are the mainly 3 systems. One is the Western medicine, another is Ayurvedic medicine, and then homeopathy. So based on your entrance examination merit, you will be given opportunity which kind of the path you want to choose. So if you have decided already to go to the Ayurveda, then you can select for the Ayurveda, or if you want to go to the Western medicine, you can choose the Western. Yes.
Okay. And tell us, please, in your education, there is some maybe astrology, yagya, and other subject included in your education.
Well, astrology is not really included, but definitely yagya and and there are a system. It's a kind. There are the three type of treatment method. This is called Yukti Pasre, and Deva Pasre, and Sattva. Means the Yukti Pasre means it's a rational approach of treatment. When you are using the herbs and panchkarma and all the your medical knowledge, your education and diagnosis and all the diagnostic tools, all these rational method you are applying to treat the patient. Devapasra means that Ayurveda believe that there are many diseases. They are the result of your previous karma, past life karma. So these are the, it looks like a disease, but these are the bhoga. That it's a you have to suffer because of your karmic things. So they manifest in the form of a disease. So in that kind of a disease, the patients suffer and they keep continue suffering with this disease for a longer time. So to treat such kind of a disease, it is mentioned that you need to take the another method and methodology that is called divine treatment. So the divine approach you need to add into your treatment program. So in this program, you have to use the herbs. At the same time, you have to use the mantra. You have to do a very specific kind of the rituals and the specific kind of the herbs for yagya. So it's a kind of the multiple angle to treat that particular disease. So it's not the unidirectional approach, it's a multiple directional approach to treat the disease or to reduce the intensity of the disease.
Sometimes you suggest to your patients to read some mantras, to do some yagyas.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So there is the two things. One is to treat the to cure the disease or to minimize the damage, to reduce the damage because of the disease in the body. So we advise a specific kind of the mantra, a specific kind of the ritual practices. Another is that to connect with the supreme power, with the super energy, as a God, divine, and everywhere people believe in this. So it's a kind of the will, because the Ayurveda talks about the body, mind, and soul. So to harmonize all these three aspects, that is also very important, because the main purpose is to achieve balance. And Ayurveda always talks about that, to achieve the balance. When the balance, when there is an imbalance, then after the, person fall into the sick. And when we are talking about the imbalance, it means there are the three doshas, which we can discuss later.
Yeah.
So the main thing is that to connect with the divine force, it means you are into the path of a self-realization. And that should be the main goal when you have taken the human body, because this is the very precious form and the precious, and I think most of the time I talk and say that the human form and the human body is the super creation of the God. So you have only the opportunity for the self-realization and to achieve the moksha.
Okay. Next question is about the dosha. What is the essence of the three doshas, How are they formed or manifested in our body at birth, and what happens to them during our life?
Yeah. According to Ayurveda, everything is derived from the five great elements. It's earth, water, fire, air, and ether. So whatever you see from your physical eyes, everything is derived from these five great elements. So when you talk about the doshas, there are the two types. One is the physical dosha, and one is the mental dosha. Physical dosha is a vata pitta kapha, and the mental dosha is a rajas and tamas.
And so,
Sattva is not, it doesn't come under the category of dosha. Dosha means which has the property to pollute the body or pollute something. Then it will be called as a dosha. But the sattva never pollutes. Sattva is the purest form of the nature. So when we are talking about the physical doshas, vata, pitta, kapha, vata is a kinetic energy in the body. So whatever the movement in the body, it's the entire movement. When I'm talking and blinking my eyes and breathing, speaking, shaking my hand, the food is going down. That's all kind of the movement, extracellular, intracellular, everywhere there is a movement. So all the movements are under the control of this is under the control of a vata, and vata is a kinetic energy. So the entire movement under the body is under the control of this kinetic energy, which is known as a vata. Okay. Another is a pitta. Pitta is a thermal energy. So the entire digestive system, the metabolic system, enzymatic activities, hormonal secretions, all are having a thermal properties. They have a power to digest something, to transform something from one state to the another state. So for any transformation, you need a heat. Okay, it's a thermal. So this is a thermal energy. So pitta is the controller, or which controls the entire thermal energy in the body. Okay. So now you can understand that the digestive digestion of the food, metabolism of the food, and the cooking process, and hormonal actions, and even the cooking of the thoughts. Wherever there is a cooking process, digestion process, there is a thermal energy. So all these processes are under the control of a pitta, and that is thermal. Now the third is the potential energy. This is the kapha. Kapha is known as a potential energy. Potential energy means that whatever the strength you have, either is the physical strength, is the muscular strength, the bone strength, your mental strength, your immunological strength. You have power to fight with the bacteria and the fungus and the viruses. So this is called a strength. So all the strengths are under the control of kapha. This is the potential energy, which gives you, which provides you enough strength and the energy, to hold the body and to hold the entire system. So this is the, in a very short term, you can understand the vata, pitta, kapha. Vata is the kinetic energy, pitta is the thermal energy, and the kapha is the potential energy. So these are the energies, and according to Ayurveda, all these energies should remain in a balanced state, in a quality and quantity both. It should not be hyper and it should not be hypo. It should not be high or low. It should remain in a balanced state. Then after a person will be healthy.
But what about the dosha? and when we started our birth, and what happens with these doshas in our life.
Yes, yes. So these doshas, they remain till death. You know, it decides the constitution. You know, most of the time people ask the doctor, you know, what kind of and what is the constitution of my body, where I'm a vata or pitta, kapha or vata pitta, it's like that. So this is a very interesting topic, and you will be surprised to know that this is the most difficult thing to tell about the constitution of a person. Why? I can give you the the reason. It is written in the book that at the time of a conception, when the sperm and ovum they meet together and ovum get fertilized. So at the time of a fertilization, the concentration of a vata pitta kapha, it remains till the death. This is the concentration, whether the vata is high or pitta is high or kapha is high. It determined at the time of a conception. When the ovum get fertilized, so this is the time it manifests, it form, and that is the permanent code. So in the modern medical language, you can say that this is a kind of the genetic code. Mm-hmm. It's a genomic study. You know, it's a genetic code which it remains with you for the whole life. Mm-hmm. Till death. It whole never life. Yeah, it never changed. It never changed. But now you came here and you have given your hand and you asked that the doctor, can you tell me what kind of the doshas and what kind of the constitution I have. So most of the time the doctors, you know, they check your pulse. Yeah. And they say, okay, now it's a vata pitta. Mm-hmm. And you ask that, okay, so I'm a vata pitta type. So the most of the time the doctor tell you, yes, you are a vata pitta type. But that is not true. Mm-hmm. What the doctor tell you, this is the doshic dominance at this present moment. Mm-hmm. You know, so because of your lifestyle, because of your food habit, because of your routine and everything, you know, the location and the country and the places where you are, so it affect on your doshic condition. Mm-hmm. So sometimes the vata can go high, sometimes the pitta can go high, and you are sitting here and examining your pulse. It is showing the present moment. So I should not say that this is your type. I should say, as a physician, that this is your dominance of the doshas. And based on that, I will advise you what kind of the food you should avoid and what kind of the food regimen you should have. Mm-hmm. So these are the I think it sounds logical because I feel I never misguide my patients that I can't tell you that what kind of a personality and the constitution you have. Yes, definitely there are some parameters based on that and my experiences. I can predict. I can say something like up to the 50% to 60%. I can tell you that you seems that you are a vata. Mm-hmm. Okay, so because it is written in the book that type on the constitution, it never changes. It they never get changed. It remains till death. Mm-hmm. So, and for the patient point of view, if you ask, honestly, you should know what kind of the doshic dominance is at this moment, so that you can take the necessary action and precautions and things to balance the doshas. Mm-hmm. That is very so interesting. Mm-hmm.
And next question is, how are the practices of Ayurveda and Panchakarma related to pujas, to Shivalingam offering, to Babaji and to Yagyas?
Mm-hmm. We are really blessed that we are here in the Himalaya. And when you talk about the Ayurveda talks about the body, mind, and soul. So this is the great opportunity that we cover all these three aspects. body, mind, and soul. Ayurveda and Panchkarma. Panchkarma is the method, is the part of the Ayurveda. Is a Ayurvedic system. Panchkarma is not something different, and Ayurveda is not different. Panchkarma is the part, is the subject of Ayurveda. So through the Panchkarma, we clean the body, we detoxify the body. This is for two purposes. Is one for those who are healthy. They should remain healthy for the life. So the Panchkarma serves the purpose. This is not only for that people, those people who are sick. Those who are healthy, they also should come to detoxify the body, and they should remain healthy. Because if you want to enjoy the life, if you want to really to do something, to perform and to serve the humanity and to earth, you should be healthy. So if you are healthy, this is your responsibility that you should remain healthy. So the Panchkarma, first, that it solves the purpose. Okay. The second, in fact, this is the purpose of Ayurveda. This is the object of the Ayurveda, that those people who are healthy, they should remain healthy. And the second is, those who are sick, the sickness should be cured. So the Panchkarma helps into that. Okay. And another aspect is cleaning. Once you detoxify the body, then it becomes very easy to cure any illnesses. So because you deroot the problem, you are going to root out the disease. So this is the one thing. And when we include yajna and puja, it means there is a great significance of including all these things. That this is again not a very it's a, when I say the great significance, it means that if you are healthy, then you should understand and you should know the purpose of the life. You should not forget who sent you here. Most of the time, we ignore the divine forces and the divine energy, because we are so, our approach is so material, that we are so busy in the material world, that this is the main thing is already sidelined. So this is the approach to achieve the maximum benefit for the peace of mind. When you connect and to open the path, open the channel, to understand who you are. So you are in the path of a self-realization, although that is a very big thing. But at least when you are connected with that highest energy, then you feel healed. It's a holistic approach. This is called holistic approach. It's not only the material, it's the spiritual aspect. These two aspects of the life, they should go side by side. The equal importance should go to both of these sides. Then after, you will develop an understanding, and the higher understanding why you are here as a human being. So this is the highest goal. There are two things. The first thing, that when you are into this program, Ayurveda, Panchkarma, and the Yajna, just you sit for the Yajna. Yajna is the process which deals with the Agni, with the fire. Fire is necessary for the transformation. When you are sitting there and doing the Yajna, you are offering something. And with the help of a mantra, there is a powerful mantra, you are offering into the fire. You are not offering just rice and sesame seed and this thing. You are offering your ego. You are offering your problems. You are offering your everything. With this kind of the feelings, when you offer, you are offering to the God through the fire. This the fire is responsible for the transformation. Then you feel really transformed. So that your perceptions get changed. The main thing is that when you are connected with the divine energy, your perception gets changed. The same thing which was giving you problem before, because of your changed perception, it's a completely different thing. Now, before you were feeling so panic and you were feeling so stressed, and now your understanding is completely changed. Now you are thinking that this situation is given to you to test you, to examine your tolerance, your patience, your acceptance. And that's all. After that, you feel like you are blessed, you are grounded, and still you are happy. So the ultimate thing is to achieve happiness. So with the detox body, with the clean body, you are connected with the divine energy. So this is the super amalgamation of all these aspects. So that when people come here and they engaged in all these activities, after that they never go anywhere else. They always choose to select this place because they think this is their own experience, and every individual has their own experiences. They feel that they have achieved something which they never felt it. So this is the divine energy which enter, because you have already divine energy in your body. So when you are connected, something which you can see outside. So this is again macro and micro, the outer cosmos and the inner cosmos. This is the communication you are going to start. And with this, you feel completely, blessed. You feel a different kind of a bliss and happiness and the peace. That is very important at this point of time, because the people are so stressed because of the responsibilities, because of the job, because of so many other things, So they need peace, they need happiness. And all these aspects bring all this, the peace and the happiness.
And how Babaji connect with the Ayurveda and with this hospital? Because it was his desire, yes, to
Yes.
heal this hospital.
Yeah,
this
I didn't see Babaji, but when I came here, I heard, and that is another big story. I will tell you later.
Okay.
So I heard that the Babaji wanted that the people who are the devotees, they should remain healthy, and the Ayurveda is one of the method which is a which brings people back to the nature. So this is very important, how to bring people back to nature, because ultimately this is the solution. You can see the global scenario nowadays. Unnatural things, artificial things, and the attraction of towards the artificial, the whole things is now creating a lot of problems. So the main thing is that to come to your back to your root, and that is to bring people back to nature. So this was his desire to open the Ayurvedic hospital so that the people can come, they detoxify there, and they should remain healthy, so that they can do more and more practices, for their for their own growth. So this was the reason to open the Ayurvedic hospital here.
Second, next question is about the different oils, herbs, supplements in Panchakarma. what they affect, how they affect the body. Give some examples.
Well, just I can give you the simple example.
Yeah, sure.
Simple example that when you go for a panchakarma, therapist use the different oil,
Yeah.
for the massage.
Mhm.
I can give you a simple example that if you want to bend a dry stick,
Mhm.
the stick is so dry it will not bend, it will break. But if you put into the water or if you put into the oil and just keep it for 24 hours, you will see the change. Before, even the millimeter it was not bending, and now you can bend up to some few centimeter. If you put it again for a couple of days, the bending degree will be more.
Mhm.
If you put it again for a longer time, you can bend, the degree of bending it will be more. It means the oil which is using on the surface, the body surface, the penetration through your skin is the biggest root of the drug administration. Okay, in the western medicine, doctor give you one ointment to apply at one place.
Yeah.
It get absorbed and it goes into the system and it gives effects. Now Ayurveda is applying the whole body using the entire area, the skin surface, and then administering the medicated oil. It's getting absorbed into the body.
Mhm.
So surface area is the big surface area, and you can understand how much the oil is going to absorb into your system and what it is causing. It is causing the smoothness. It is causing, to be more flexible. The dryness which was increased, which was there before, and because of that, there was a lot of problems in the body. Now, even the main impact is on the nerve fibers. There is a signal. Signal is going from the brain to your distal part to perform the action. This is the action potential. This is the signal is passing through the nerve fiber. If there is a roughness on the nerve fiber, how the signal will pass, it will pass. Okay?
Yeah.
So kinetic energy will be interacted.
Mhm.
Through the oil application, you have improved the smoothness, softness, and increase the elasticity of it. Now your body is more flexible, so the energy flow will be more easy into your body. Okay, so this is the just example, and there are now the different kind of the herbs or for the different kind of the purpose, but just a simple example, use of oil just to improve the to is to increase the smoothness in the body, to make your body more flexible, so that all the channels should be open, and there will be, if there is any blockage in the channel, the blockage will be removed, so the energy flow will be more and more better and better. So you feel, before you were feeling that disoriented, now you are more oriented. You were feeling that you are flying, now you are grounded, you are more focused, you can think better, you can analyze things better, only because of the removal of the blockage, because of the energy flow is much better is now. This is the use of the oil and the different technologies.
It's a question about Muniraji.
Mhm.
There is some most people who believe that Muniraji was a manifestation of Dattatreya, and with his help, the clinic was built, right? Why did he decide to help in starting this clinic? And tell us a little about the history of the establishment, the Panchakarma and Ayurveda Center in Babaji Ashram, and where there is any difficulties to view this place.
Well, I heard also that the Muniraji was the manifestation of the Dattatreya. Uh, you know, this is a completely different aspect. But there is a possibility, because this is the energy lineage. And when the, these sages, the saints and the yogis, and, when they leave their body, only they leave their body, but the energy lineage, it goes in, it travels. So it can manifest in at the same time into a different kind of the body. So depending upon the karma of the person, the energy lineage, can take place into that body. So Babaji told that Murirajji is the manifestation of Avatar. So we all believe in this. And because Babaji told Munirajji to build a hospital. And this is the reason, Munirajji took the special initiation to build a hospital. Although that there is a charitable hospital, which is the dedicated for the eye patients, for the people who are losing their vision and the cataract, and there are the different eye diseases. So there is a separate hospital which is under the ashram. It's going on. So and on the site in 2004, Murirajji started this hospital. Although it started in 2003, just he was not very sure that whether this hospital will run or not. So first he organized the camp, Ayurveda camp. So in the springtime and the autumn time in 2003, some other people from the other places, they came and they organized the camp. So in 2004, I came here, and this responsibility, I took it. And then we started. Initially, because this was like, first hit and trial model, the hit and trial. Just let's see whether it will run or not, because he was also not very much sure at that time, because of the Himalaya, because of the mountain, and the difficulty to really attract the doctor here, and the special people to start the hospital. So he was not very sure. But when I came, this was again a divine plan and a program for me, that I should be here. And I came, and after that, I never chooses anything. So we started, and slowly, because it's a Babaji's wish and a Babaji's plan. So the hospital, it started growing and growing. So gradually, people from all over the world, they started visiting the hospital, and I think now we are here, and the people are appreciating. We are happy, and people are also happy.
There was many difficulties during view of this hospital.
I think not so many difficulties, because we were not so aggressive in building the hospital at that time. So we grew very slowly. So I think it was a slow process. So when you are in the slow process, you feel less difficult. When you run very fast, then there is a possibility to get traumatized. So our speed was always slow, and still our speed is slow. So I think there is no problem.
And next question is there a theory of thin bodies in Ayurveda and the influence of different Ayurvedic methods of them? How is Panchakarma and Ayurveda related to yoga and meditation practice and to thin bodies?
Well, thin body is not, it's like, if you are asking about there is another, it's a skinny body, and there is a thin body, and a slim, and the other category goes like, obese and the slim. So Ayurveda always thin body means slim body. I think you are
about the Pranamaya Kosha Yeah.
Okay, that is very interesting. Yes, these are the Panchakosha. These are the Panchakosha, and these are the part of the Ayurveda. So, and also for the very important part of the yogic system. So, Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. These are the koshas. So, these are the sheaths, and even in Ayurveda also, and when we are, it's mainly for the spiritual practices and for the cleaning program, for the detoxification program. So it's a step by step. The sheets should be cleaned. There are some sheets that no need to be cleaned because they are already clean. So yes, this is the part of the Ayurveda program. And another question was this.
How is Panchakarma and Ayurveda related to yoga and meditation?
Yeah. Well, the yoga is the part of the Ayurveda. Yoga is part of the Ayurveda. Yoga is, at some point, yoga was established, as a separate system of healing or treating. And but when you are studying Ayurveda, then you need to study yoga. That is the part of the yoga. And Ayurveda talks about the highest goal of the yoga, not only the asanas and the breathing, because Ayurveda talks about the moksha. So that is the highest goal of yoga that is described in the Ayurveda. So at one point you can say that the Ayurveda is the part of the yoga is the part of the Ayurveda, and the meditation is the part of the yoga. Is the Ashtanga yoga. Yam, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dhyana, dhyan, samadhi. So dhyan is the meditation. So meditation in the yoga is the part of the yoga. So it should go together. When you are practicing Ayurveda, it means the yoga should be included into that. The meditation should be included in the program. So this is the part, because without this, if you are thinking to be healthy, body and mind, probably it is not possible. Because to balance the mind and to control the thoughts and to move forward on the path of enlightenment, then you need to choose the yogic path. And you cannot go on that path without having a healthy body. So Ayurveda is providing you the healthy body and mind. At the same time, now the yoga is providing you, taking you on a further stage. And for that, you are here as a human being. That is the main goal to achieve the enlightenment. That is,
Okay. How can Ayurveda? It's like the same question, but a little bit a different view. How can Ayurveda help to know yourself, your mind more deeply?
well, Ayurveda, it talks about if you just take example, the definition of health, you will understand how deep meaning of this. It covers the entire aspect: physical, metaphysical, psychological, and the spiritual. All the aspects, like all the doshas, all the agnis. Agnis means the metabolic fire. All the tissue elements. There are the 7 tissue elements. There are the 3 waste products of the body: the stool, urine, and the sweat. And your mind and your sensory organs, 5 sensory organs. and the soul. They all should remain in an equilibrium state. Then after you will be considered as a healthy person. If you are asking how Ayurveda, helps to know more about yourself, this is the question. Only individual can go more deeper if they read and they study Ayurveda in its and the purpose of the Ayurvedic principle. Because Ayurveda talks not only your personal ethics, it talks about the social responsibility, family responsibility, your behavior and your approach, your conduct to the society, to the nation, and for yourself. Means that it talks about the Atma, it talks about the soul. And it says that the ultimate solution to be free from the pain is to get the renunciation. So when Ayurveda talks about the renunciation, it means Ayurveda is saying that you should go more deeper to know yourself. Then after, you will start thinking about the renunciation. No, otherwise it is not possible. So it's already the subject. It's a chapter in the book in Charak Samhita. There is a separate chapter about for this topic, and it is written so clearly that this is the if you have if you are as a human being, if you have a human body, you should practice seriously about this. You will not believe about this, the pandemic. When the COVID was the global pandemic. This is already mentioned in Ayurveda. It's already mentioned that there is a possibility that the water can be polluted, air can be polluted, soil can be polluted. So, and you will not believe what is the reason about such kind of the pollution is adharma. When the people lose their moral values and do unethical things and give even the more importance and the main importance only to the unethical things and losing the moral values, then after such kind of things is and if you go more deeper to find out the reason behind the COVID, ultimately you will land up to the position and to this that this was not really ethical and this was because of that. But now in the modern scientific era, people, they don't believe about this. But as a human being, yes, definitely those who are into this, process and the perception, they can think of it. So it's everything is written in Bible. So this is that.
Try to find next question. Tell us about your parampara. If you have the parampara, have you some special spiritual practice? Why you choose to live in Chilianaula? Yeah, how you feel the spiritual power of this place?
Yeah, this is another big story. I will cut short all these stories because of the limitation of the time of the audience.
Yeah.
So when I was the age of 18, 16, 18, my elder brother, he told me about the story of Mahavatar Baba and Lahiri. This was the book autobiography of Yogi. So at that time, I remember this story. From that time, this story never, went away. So the time passed, and slowly, after the post graduation, when I was working in another institution as a assistant director, at that time I got the opportunity. I met Yogi, who was 95 years old. He was a brahmachari, and I heard that one of my friends was sitting with him under his guidance for the meditation. I got the opportunity, and I went and asked whether can I sit with you, and he permitted. After 1 year of sitting with him every day 7 o'clock, this was so, it was like, if I was one day mistake, and I was, he was throwing on my face. So this was the 1 year. After 1 year, then he agreed to initiate. This is called Shaktipat. Like, some yogis, they have the power to initiate your own healing and your own energy center. So he decided to initiate me, and the date and the time, this was Mahashivratri. And for 3 days, we were, 2 times, 2 sittings every day, we were doing there. And after that, after finishing this initiation process, I went into the trance. And this trance process was continued for 10 days.
It's like samadhi.
Not the samadhi. I was working with the people, I was going to the office, but everything, was looking something completely different. All the garbage even looking so beautiful and then I was thinking, what is happening? Nothing was looking ugly. Everything was looking so wonderful. I said, my God, how the beautiful things are here. So, but it was very difficult for me to do the job, even to examine the patients, because all the time I was into that state. After 10 days, now started coming down and more grounded, and because I had my own bhoga, so I had to face so many things. So I started again doing the normal routine and normal behavior. So one day, he told my friend to read the autobiography of Yogi. He was a librarian into my institutions, and about 30,000 books. He knew that autobiography of Yogi is not there. But one day he was visiting the racks, and he found that book is there, but there was no stamping of the library. He called me, and because I was, I told him that autobiography Yogi, Lahiri Maharshi, and Mahavatar Baba, what the entire story. I went there and started reading one paragraph. I completed just one paragraph and started crying like a baby. It was not possible for me to read the entire story. After that, for 1.5 years, in everyday meditation, I was praying, Babaji, please show me your place. Please show me your place. I want to visit Ranikhet. I want to see your place. After 1.5 years, I got the opportunity that I heard that I have to go to Nainital to open the center. I said, well, from Nainital, I will go to the Ranikhet. When I faced to the teacher who invited me for the interview, he said, no, you have to go to Ranikhet. All I had the goosebumps, to how it is possible. And then when I came here, I heard about the Haidakan Baba. I said, look, I came here for Mahavatar Baba, and I don't know who is this Haidakan Baba. So I said, okay, if I have reached here, so definitely I should see everything. Slept the night. In the morning, I went to the temple and just I put it one step and saw the statue and listened the whispering in my ears. Come, I am the Maha. That whispering sound is still in my ears. And after that, I never doubt. I never doubt. And I never choose any place. I visited so many times Moscow and Bulgaria and Sofia and other places. I had opportunity to shift there, to work there, but Ranikhet was given to me, and I never ever had any second thought to go anywhere and to leave this place. So this is my short story to come to Chilianaula and believe Babaji as a Mahavatar. There is no doubt about it. Many times, I have seen couple of times in my dream to prove that, he is the Mahavatar.
What's the name of your Guruji?
My Guruji is, and my own parampara is coming from the Shankaracharya. And my Guru's name, now he is not in the body. It's the Gangadhar Prakash. When we use the Prakash, it means the Brahmachari. So it's the Gangadhar Prakash, and I got the initiation from him. And my parampara is from the Shankaracharya. That is, originated from the Jagannath Puri.
Your Guruji is connected with Babaji?
When my Guruji came here,
he was here?
Yes. Okay. 2-3 times he came here, and in fact, he said that I have been, allotted for this place. So, and this place, Chilianaula, is a kind of a siddh. It's a peeth. It's a siddha peeth, means a very, very powerful and very powerful place for the spiritual seekers. And there is a strong connection of this our lineage and with the Babaji's. So this is the reason I'm here.
What can you say about your daily spiritual practice, if it's possible to say something about this?
It's honestly, if I say, sometimes it goes on a regular basis, on a routine, but sometimes it gets disturbed. So it's on and off. I go sometimes very intense, like at 3 o'clock in the morning, I have to get up, and then we have to do the japa and the meditation. At the evening time also, we have to sit for the meditation. And sometimes it got so disturbed because of so many people here, I don't have any time. So, and sometimes I feel so tired that I can't get up in the morning. So it's like that. So at that time, I feel that the karma is my puja, because, the hospital and the patients, if I'm giving my full time and completely dedicated to my patient, then this is probably decided for me. This is my rituals. This is my spiritual practice. So I consider that. And whenever there is a, time comes that now it's as a little bit free, then intensive program is there. So then you enter into the intensive practices. So in the morning time, we get up early morning, we do our everyday routines. It's like that.
What can you say about Niraja? Your experience with him?
My experience with him, that he was a very special person, very special person. If you sit with him, you can feel the aura, you can feel the energy of love, and his wonderful smile can heal your all the problems. Even though if you are in a pain, if you are sad, and just he looks and they smile, and all the sadness gone. You feel so energetic. So he was so special that even if there is any problem, even the health issues, his routine was not disturbed. It was never disturbed. The morning time his japa, morning time his yagya, and his daily routine, and to reading the sapsati. It was like completely never affected from anything. So his daily routine was very much disciplined. At the same time, he was so cool and calm. Very few words you will listen, and just people wanted to just to sit around him without speaking anything, because he had so special aura, and definitely he was a very special person, and because the Babaji uh, had selected him as a guru for the Western people, and he was very special, I can say. There is no doubt. So in our nice, polite manner in the family way, I was always saying him, Babuji. Babuji means like a father. So I was always telling him, father, and considering, as a father. So, and he was also giving me that kind of the love, like, son. So this was a very great relation and a very great connection with him. Definitely, I guess.
Next question is, and as a final question, maybe is can you say some recommendation for Russian people, not only for Russian, just for people who how to get sick less, what should be given up and why, and what on the contrary should be added to your life? Give some suggestions for people.
Well, I always suggest people that there are certain, I can say, activities. So, like 6, 7 activities that can be accomplished, that can be completed just in 10 to 15 minutes. And the effect is so intensive and so wonderful that definitely you can minimize the financial load for the disease, for the sickness, general sickness. So there are a couple of activities people can complete in the washroom in the morning time. So after brushing the teeth, the first activity is to fill the water into the mouth and take the normal temperature water. Keep open your eyes. 10 times you have to flash the water into the eyes. So this is the eyes splashing with the normal water. And then after you spit the water from the mouth. So this is the activity number 1. Number 2 is oil pulling. 5 ml or 10 ml of sesame oil or coconut oil. Just put into the mouth, take it and rinse it as long as possible. Maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. After that, you can spit the oil. Then this will be so emulsified that the oil will change into the water. So the oil pulling. So the first activity was splashing the eyes. Second is the oil pulling. Third is putting 2 drops of better is the almond oil or the sesame oil into the nose. Just 2 drops into the one nose and sniff it. So the nasal drop, 2 drops of almond oil or sesame oil into each nose. So nasal drop. Fourth activity is again depending upon the availability of the oil, sesame oil or the almond oil. Just take a little bit and self massage. Do your self massage, and then after you are ready to take shower. So 4 activities in the washroom. It will take only 5 minutes, and 4 activities will be done. Now the rest of the day you enjoy as per your routine. I am not going to disturb you. Just 3 another activities. I am going to do it before going to bed.
Mhm.
When you are retired, when you are now ready to sleep, then you have to. Just again take the coconut oil in the summer season, sesame oil in the winter season. Just a few drops, a little bit, and in the sole, in the palm, palm sole, you have to rub it.
Okay.
Rub it with the hand.
Mhm.
Each sole, palm sole, it's a foot sole.
Okay, yeah.
Foot sole. So you have to rub it, and then 2 to 3 drops of the same oil put into the navel belly button, and then clockwise rotate it for 10 times. Clockwise rotate it 10 times. So this is the activity number 6. Now the last activities is little bit, people may be afraid, but no need to be afraid about it. Just you should have homemade ghee. Homemade ghee. And on the side of your bed, on the table, in a glass bottle, you keep this ghee. If it is if it is not melted, it's in the winter time, probably it will be solid. So take in the bowl just a warm water to shake the bottle so that the ghee should be melted. 2 drops of ghee in each eyes. Put 2 drops of ghee in each eyes. You should have tissue paper so that the ghee goes out from the eyes. You can wrap it and close your eyes. So there are 7 procedures. The first procedure was splashing the eyes. Second procedure was oil pulling. Third procedure was nasal drop. Fourth procedure was self massage. Fifth procedure was rubbing of the sole. Sixth, putting the oil into the navel button. And seventh, 2 drops of ghee into the eyes. Okay. Immediate benefit is that after putting the ghee in the night, you are not able to watch your mobile. No? so you cannot see your WhatsApp and your messenger or anything. So at least for 30 minutes. After that, this is the good time to sleep. Not to chat and not to watch the mobile. Overall benefit is that by all these 7 procedures, vision get improved, memory improved, sleep improved. If there is a chronic sinusitis or allergic rhinitis, that will be treated properly. Nose is considered as the door of the head. So when you are sniffing the oil into this, all the channels of the head, including the cervical, is getting clear. So the teeth, gums, tongue, nose, ear, and eyes will be taken care properly. Okay. By application and the massage, your skin will be taken care. Okay. So in this, 5 sensory organs will be taken care, and apart from these, sleep will improve and the memory will improve. So with simple techniques, if you include it, you don't need to go to any doctor for this, and it will not take for more than 10 minutes from your 24 hours. But if you apply and if you include it like a daily routine, like your breakfast and your lunch and dinner, don't expect that you have done it for 10 days or 1 month and there is no change in the 5 sensory organs and there is no improvement in the sleep and memory. Don't consider it like that. Consider that it should be the part of your routine, part of your life, and you are not going to change it. And practice it at least for 1 year. Then after, you will self-realize that yes, your experience will tell to the other people that these are the wonderful technique and everyone should follow it.
What about you? You following this exercise?
Yeah, most of the exercises are followed. Yes.
What can you say about food? is common suggest to people?
Well, for the food, according to Ayurveda, one should divide the stomach into three parts. One part should be filled with the solid food, one part with the liquid, and one part should remain empty. So even there is a delicious food, never fill your stomach full. This is the rule number one. Rule number two, that you should eat the food which you have prepared by yourself, or is the homemade prepared and cooked food. I know it is very difficult in the West and all over the European countries. It is not so common that you prepare all your food at home. But according to Ayurveda, you should minimize the dependency of the food from the restaurant or from the outside, because there is a completely different mechanism. When you are preparing your food, you are mixing your energy into your food. So there is you are developing the relation with your food. This is going to be more in an accepting way to your body. So if it is not possible to prepare all your meal, at least one meal should be prepared at home. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the third is that you have a wonderful refrigerator -20. So you think that, okay, now we have prepared the food, so let's keep it for at least 3-4 days. So longer the storage, lesser the prana. Food is considered as a prana. This is a biological force and biological, energy. So, it because the food is the processed, form. Once it is processed, the biological energy and the biological forces, it degrade very fast. So even though the taste is not will be same, but the energy will be not the same. So you should prepare the food as much which you can consume on the day when you prepared, or maximum on the next. Don't keep it for a longer time. Now the another thing is that while you are eating, the eating process is also very important. Nowadays, most of our discussion goes on our dining table. While eating, maximum time we watch our TV channels and the news and see so many reports and the serials and the films, or sometimes we are watching our mobile, and at the same time in eating, or the people and talking with the people. Food has sacrificed its own existence to give you and to nourish your body and mind, but you are not giving enough importance and significance to the food which sacrificed for yourself. So this is very important to respect the food when you are going to eat it. So while eating, first of all, just you offer the food to the God, that thank you God, you have given this food for the nourishment of my body and mind. So first of all, I would like to offer you. So just for 1 second, 2 seconds, just remember the God. Like, first you have offered this food to the God, then it becomes prasad. After that, it means that you have, there is a connection of the energy, the food energy and the divine energy. Now it's there is a connection, and now your energy. So it's all in one line. Then after you start your eating. While eating, don't talk to anybody. So till the completion of the food eating, it is better avoid talking. So avoid talking while eating. This is the most respectable things for the food, and this is the right habit, right eating habit. Okay. So this is the one thing. Another is dinner should be very, very light. So your major meal, it can be your breakfast or lunch, but dinner should be very light. And a yearly dinner is always recommended. So these are the little things one should include in the daily routine, in the daily practice. So I think this is the
okay. Yeah. That is was a old question that we prepared for you. And if you want, you can invite people to your hospital to display.
So I'm really very happy to be with you all, and this is a great opportunity for me uh, to really uh, this is, and you all are welcome here in the Himalaya just to experience the energy and to detox your body and mind. We all, our team, and the people here in India, in the Himalaya, they all are ready to welcome you. So whenever you have time and your budget and you are thinking to do something for your body and mind, this is the right place, and you can plan whenever you are, uh, wanting to visit India. So winter time, definitely it's a little bit colder, so better to avoid the winter season. But the rest of the time is very pleasant. You can come and you can choose any of the months in the year. So this is from my side to all of you and all the people from the Russia, because the I have been many times in Moscow and I feel so close with the people in the Russia. It seems that it's like a family people, a family. India and the Russia, as a cultural point of view, we are very close. We are very same. Our thought process, our family structure, our thinking process is very same. So we will be very happy if you are planning to visit Himalaya.
Thank you so much that you found the time to be with us on this interview. Thanks. Yura.
So, in case if you have any question in your mind, don't hesitate. I will try my best to reply in my own capacity. Whatever the knowledge I have, I will try my best.
Uh, Actually, we have questions from chat. We have two questions by now, and I will pronounce them now. The first question is regarding the implementing oils at home. Is there any way to implement oils on our body when being at home, not in clinic, and how to?
Like applying the body and applying the oil on the body. Well, I think it's not necessary to visit the clinic every day. As I told you, that take the sesame oil. This is the best oil for the application in the body. So sesame oil is the best oil, and you can apply. You can self massage your body. That is no problem.
And thank you very much. And another question is, could you please provide the exact address of your clinic in order for us to be able to find it?
Yes, I think Dinesh is going to provide to everyone the website and the exact address and all the directions he is going to provide.
Okay, I do not see any more questions by now. I think in case people will have them, we can connect them to you and they can ask you directly, maybe via email. And for now, I think we will conclude the interview. And thank you so much for being with us. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, it was a pleasure for me also.
Okay, we are closing Zoom.
Yes, we're closing. Sorry, another fast question. Which oils can be used for kids?
I think for the kids, it is better to use olive oil.
Which oil again, please? Which one?
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Оливковое масло.
Okay. So our audience says thank you and wishes you all the best and prosperity to your clinic. And thank you so much for your time.
You are welcome.
Okay. So now we are closing.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.